Hey everyone, this is Lydia from Dragonfly Gardens, and you can tell there's some animal prints in the soil. Yep, the cats came out here, and my beans have already sprouted, and I pushed them back down into the soil, so hopefully the beans are still okay. And there were some radish seeds also that was sticking up. I don't know if the rain that we've had like pushed the soil down, but definitely down here at this end, where you can see my handprint, that it had been dug around. So I don't know like how many seeds were lost. Hopefully none. Hopefully they're all still in here, but we're going to do a garden tour this morning before it gets really hot. There's my shadow. And I put some more cat repellent spray. So hopefully that will take care of it. So here at the onions, sorry it's very close because they're starting to form like bulbs or balls at the end of the thing, and I pushed the dirt down around most of them for it to do that. That's probably why they didn't grow right, because I didn't I like covered them all the way instead of barely covering the little onion buttons. But they are still doing very well as I walk back, which is very great. Definitely gonna have some onions. My husband's like, oh my god, you got tons of onions. It's not really that many if you really think about it. The Hubbard squash is getting big. I cannot wait until it starts blossoming, because I did see a vine borer squash bug on Tuesday, and that was very disappointing, but hopefully it did not get to lay any eggs around my squash, which would be really great. This still looks magnificent, which is really awesome. My little orange tree, still don't know about my lemon and lime tree. We'll see what happens. So here in the squash bed, a lot of things are going on. We definitely got lots of blossoms. There's something at the end of that, because I cannot remember what squash plants I planted in here. But as you can see, it just has a ton of growth going on everywhere. And down in here, if you can see, there is a little baby zucchini, so I'm very excited about that. Let's move to the other side. Ooh, that sun's bright. So over here on the other side, you can really see down in here, that's an onion I put down there to keep the things away. Some peppers, just lots of greenery, a little baby pepper, just lots of green and growth and buds and flowers, which is totally awesome. Loving it. And the sunflowers are doing really great. That's my biggest one. Here at the end, the bachelor buttons are coming up, and they're also supposed to help repel squash vine borer bugs. So I'm glad that they are finally coming up. So over here at the tomato bed, the Borgia doing really well. Nasturtiums, marigolds, these large red tomato plants have gotten bigger, and I do have a lot of little baby clusters of tomatoes. I'm trying to find some. They're in here. They like to hide. There's some more. Maybe the same ones I already showed you. Oh, there's some. So we definitely have tomatoes coming on. The holy basil down there is doing well. Clary sage, also the beets, some beets, the thyme. The cucumber plant is starting to get bigger, which it also has some buds. And I think even I don't know, I can't tell if it's a baby cucumber, but definitely there's some buzz. The other tomato plant is growing well. Sunflower. Let's go to the other side. Over here, the marigolds in this corner is doing well. I also have a lot of like little growth coming up because of the seeds being scattered from earlier. But that sage is coming up. Beets, Spillantes. There's supposed to be more beets down here, and my cabbage. The blackberry bushes are doing really great. Look at all of these baby blackberries. Just tons of them. And they're on all the plants. Some of these are starting to turn red, which is a step before they go into the blackberry. This is the one that has the most ripe berries, which I still need to come out here and just pick the few off that's on here. But as you can see, they are everywhere, and this one's got some turning red and doing extremely well. I did see a blue jay sitting right there this morning, and I shooed it away. So over here with the raspberries, we still don't have any netting up. I gotta go to Lowe's and get trellis system for the bean bed. But it's like, what bug is that? There's a chicken C. It's not blurring around here, but this is the golden one. So it's got some blooms. As we walk up to the regular raspberry plant, it also is starting to form fruit. So it's doing really well. Going up to the grapevine. In that section there will be more raspberry plants. Not this year though. But the grapes are doing well. A flower pierced the leaf. That is crazy. From this tree, I don't know if you can see, they got like flowers in it. Might have to chop that down because I really don't want this super shaded back in here, which is no big deal. It's not edible. You can't do anything medicinal with that. More borage, more grapes. So here with the red clover, it's doing really well. Calendula. This is us stock plants. Sweet Annie. Fenugreek, I think. I can't really. Yep. Feverfew is in there. Look at this milk thistle. It is so unique. I can't wait until the thistle comes up on it. Thistle is good for cleansing the liver. Excuse me. And it you only can eat it fresh. It doesn't do well in teas or anything else. This is tarragon, and I'm not really sure. Oh, I do see a little baby green leaf in there. We have to come over here where I can see the things. Hollyhocks, helichrysum. I don't know if there's any of that coming up. This is blue cohosh, ashwagandha. Don't know. Oh, yep, there's some little baby valerians. And this is lamb's ear. Here on the corner is yarrow. Of course, that's lavender. We got caraway seeds, white sage, which I think is mostly weeds. We got chocolate mint, meadowsweet, catnip, astragalus, marjoram, licorice, German chamomile, comfrey. Look at this comfrey plant. It does get really big. I gotta stick it up just because I want to stick it up. But I could already use some of these leaves for medicinal purposes, which is really awesome, or to make a compost tea. Calendula. The St. John's wort I bought. I don't know if it was actually growing, but I got tired of waiting, so I actually bought one. Horehound. Garden sage. What is this? I can't really tell. It could be weeds. I hope not. Hopefully it's something good. Bones set's supposed to be in there. Again, for the hyssop, I hope there's some hyssop in there, not just weeds. Dill. Oregano. Anise. And look, I have a little baby. I'm so excited. That is purslane, but it could be a bunch of weeds. Rosemary. This is a mint. I don't know which one. Feverfew. Anise hyssop. More calendula. Parsley that has gone to seed. Cilantro. Lemon balm. Lemon balm. Another mint. This is supposed to be plantain, but of course it's not. Lemon. Another mint. Marshmallow and motherwort. So let's go around to the other side. The garlic is also doing well, and some people are like, you probably need to harvest that. Well, if I did, I would have very, very, very small garlic bulbs on the end. So I'm gonna let it wait until it's really truly time to pull it up. The Confederate rosebush looks so great with all the dead branches out of it, and look how big it's gotten. It's huge. It looks really great. So here's where I saw that ugly slug yesterday. I did not kill it. I should have. Who knows where it is now. But green stuff is coming up in here, which is cordyceps, cosmos, zinnias, and a bunch of sunflower seeds is what is in here. And when it all blooms out, it's gonna be very pretty. Hello. Hi, Marshmallow, one of the stray kitties. Look at my morning glory. It is so pretty. And it's like vining. I put this in. I didn't know if it was going to attach, but as you can see there, it did attach, which is very cool. I had some little buds, and then the rains came. And then of course I get broke off. But there they are. I need to clean all those weeds out of there. But more wildflowers, a spider in the background. The Dianthus and Sweet Williams in there is doing well. I'm so glad that a bachelor button has come up in the mix of all of those cosmos. We're just going down. It is already like probably 80 degrees. And it's not even 8 o'clock, maybe 8:15. It is already so hot here. More flowers. So glad these are doing well. Those are doing well. Look, I finally have a bloom in this 4 o'clock mix. I am so excited. And in these forget-me-nots, I am so excited. And here in the Sweet Williams, a lot of little green. I'm not really sure what is going on with these. Of course, that had a lot of old soil. So maybe I'm seeing some green in there. I don't know. I can't really tell. Over here on the other side of the steps, and it will be in the shade, is where I have my aloe plants. And the big old Chinese privet, which is, it needs to be trimmed so bad. So I found a stack to hold that up. It looks kind of wonky and lame, but oh well, at least it's holding it straighter. And I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for liking the videos. the shorts. Thank you for subscribing. I really truly appreciate it. You all have a wonderful day.